Hello champs, welcome to all of you on my Pyarasa channel Coding from Mumbai. In this video, I am talking about the most important topic of JavaScript playlist, that is object in JavaScript. What is the meaning of object? Why we are using object? What is the benefit of using object? What is the syntax of creating object? As well as what are the different methods we are able to use with the object. So all information about object is clear in upcoming 4 or 5 videos. Okay. So in this video, I am talking about the introduction of object. So without any further let's get start the video. Now let's understand what is object. So object is nothing but a data type of JavaScript. With the help of object data type, we are able to represent any real world entity in the virtual world. Means object is a real world entity. If I want to represent any real world entity in the virtual world, so with the help of object data type, we are able to represent. For example, if I'm talking about like a dog, so a dog is a real world entity. Okay, so what is the color of dog? What is the name of dog? What is the height of dog? So these are the properties. Okay, so each real world entities have some properties, have some functionalities. So with the help of object data type, we are able to store the properties as well as functionalities into a single data type. So that data type is nothing but an object. So in simple word, object is nothing but a real world entity. With the help of object data type, we are able to represent any real world entity as a virtual world. Okay. So here I am writing some more information about object. So let's read the definition. What is the object? So object is nothing but a JavaScript object is a non-primitive data type that allows you to store multiple collection of data. Means we are able to store multiple data value in a single collection. For example, if I want to store some properties, so we are able to store. If we want to store some functionality or some function in a single object, so we are able to store with the help of object data type. Okay, so in JavaScript, key and value pairs are called properties. What is the meaning of property in JavaScript? So property in JavaScript is the pair of key and value. Some have a key and some have a value. For example, in the example of dog, which is a real world entity, so color is the key, value is the red or a white or a black. So key and value pair is known as a property in a JavaScript. Okay, so what is the syntax of creating object and how many ways we are able to create object in JavaScript? So there are two ways of creating object in JavaScript. First way is with the help of object literals, which I'm talking about in this video. So second way of creating object is with the help of constructor function, which I'm talking about later. Okay, so in this video, I'm talking about only the first way of creating object, that is object literals. With the help of object literals, how we are able to create object in JavaScript. Okay, so this is the simple syntax of creating object. We have to define a variable with the help of keyword var, const or let according to our requirement. After that, in the variable name, in the variable, we are going to store our whole object. So object is nothing but a real world entity which have some properties, which have some function. Okay, so now in the syntax wise, first of all, we have to define a curly bracket. In the curly bracket, we have to define key as well as value, and all the key and value are separated by the comma. You are able to see, and we are able to store infinite number of key as well as value in the object. So this is the simple syntax of creating object in JavaScript. We just have to define the key as well as what is the value of that particular key, then comma, then second key, what is the value are corresponding to particular second key, and same for last number of key and last number of values. So this is the simple syntax of creating object in JavaScript with the help of object literals. So now let's see how we are able to create object in JavaScript with the help of object literals. So for that, I'm simply creating object, which I'm taking the example of that is dog. So I'm simply writing here. So first of all, I want to create a variable in which I want to store our whole object. So I'm simply writing here const like dog is equal to, then curly bracket. What is the name? Name is the key and value is the, what is the value of the particular key? It is name. So I'm writing here like Charlie, then comma, then second key, color like white, black, then comma for third key. We in this way we are able to store multiple properties as well as its value. Means multiple keys as well as corresponding its value we are able to store in an object. Then third is like height, that is like 156 inches or anything, 156 meter, whatever. Okay, so in this way we are able to store multiple key and value pair, which is known as a property in JavaScript, in the object. So this is the whole object. We are storing this whole object into a particular variable, that is dog. So we are able to access all the keys as well as value of the object with the help of dog variable. Now I just want to print the object, that is dog. Now let's see. So I'm just want to run the code. Let's see what is the output. So you are able to see we are able to get our object, which is enclosed in the curly bracket, and this contain the all our key as well as value separated by the comma. So this is a simple syntax of creating object, and this is the way we are able to print our object. Okay, so now let's talk about more information about object now here. So JavaScript object can also contain function, array as well as object. Means we can not only store a key as well as value as a properties. Okay, we are also able to store a whole function inside a object. We are able to store a whole array inside a object, as well as we are also able to store another object inside a object, that is nested object in the body of object. Okay, so now let's see how we are able to store a whole function in the object as well as a whole array as well as another new object inside the object, that is a nested object. So for that I will just want to take another example so you are able to understand. Now let's create another example. So I'm simply creating an object, that is car. In that I'm just writing the key and value pair first, like name of any car. I'm simply writing the name of any car like Maruti Suzuki. Okay, and what is the color of that car? So I'm writing a color here like black. And then now I also want to store some function in the object. So how we are able to store that? So I'm simply writing the name of the function. For example, get start is the function which is whenever we call the get start function, so automatically our car is start. Okay, so if I want to store a whole function in the object, so we are able to do that. We have to write first, we have to write a whole name of the function as a key, then we have to write colon, and then I'm just creating a function in this way. In the body of the function I'm simple want to print some message, console.log, then car started, in this way. If I want to store another key value pair, so I'm just writing here comma, and then I want to store another function, so I'm writing here stop car. Then this is also function, console.log car stopped, like this. So in this way we are able to store function as a key value pair in the object. So this is a syntax of creating a whole function as an object in the terms of key and value pair. So key is nothing but a name of our function, and value is nothing but our function which I am creating with the help of function keyword. In the body of the function I am simple want to print some message. So in this example I am creating two functions, get start function and stop car function. Okay, now what happens if I just want to print our whole object like car? So let's see what is the output we are getting. You are able to see I am getting a object which are enclosed in the curly bracket. First key value is a name, second key color and value is black, third key is the name of our function, that is get start, and it is a function. So name of function is get start. Then fourth is nothing but a stop car key, and value is a function, the name of function is stop car. So in this way we are able to store a whole function inside an object. Okay, now if I want to access a single member, if I want to print a single value of a particular key in the whole object, so how we are able to do that? Means if I want to print a single value of a particular key in the whole object, so how we are able to do that? So we have to write the name of our object. In this case the name of object is car. Now of which key I want to print the value, so we have to write here dot, then name of our key which is suggested here. So I'm simply writing here color. So with this way we are able to print what is the color of the car. Means we are able to print the individual value of a particular key with the help of dot operator. I'm simply writing the name of our object, then dot operator, then name of our key. Now I just want to run the program, see what is the output. So you are able to see I'm getting the output, that is color of the car is black. Now if I want to print what is the name of our car, so I'm simply writing here car dot then name of our key, that is the name. So now let's run the program. So you are able to see I'm getting the name of our car, that is Maruti Suzuki. So in this way we are able to access. So in this way we are able to print a single value of a particular key. Now if I want to call this particular get start function with the help of car objects, how we are able to call that? So I'm comes here and simply I'm writing the name of our object, that is car, and then dot operator and the name of our function, that is get start function. Okay, so in this way we are able to call our function that are contained by a object. Now I just want to run the program and let's see what is the output. So you are able to see I'm getting output, that is car started. If I want to call the second function of the object, so I'm simply writing here name of our object, then stop car function. In this way, now let's run the program and see what is the output. So you are able to see car stopped is executed. So in this way we are able to access a particular key value pair of an object with the help of dot operator. The key value pair may be a function, may be an array, may be another object, or may be a single key value pair. Now so in this way we are able to store a function inside the object. Now let's see how we are able to store a whole array as a key value pair inside the object. So for that I'm simply writing comma here. So here I'm writing the name of our array as a key. For example, name of our array is ARR, then colon, and the value is our whole array. So I'm simply writing square bracket and put all the value of the array. For example, 23, 45, 450, 45, then 78, then 65. Now I just want to print our whole array. Let's see what is the output. So you are able to see I'm getting our object which contain the name of our array as well as what is the value are contained by the array, which is represent here key value pair wise data. Now if I want to print only our array, so how we are able to do that? I'm simply writing the name of our object, then dot operator and name of our array, like ARR. So now again I want to run the program. You are able to see I'm getting our whole array. So in this way we are able to store a whole array as a member of object. Now let's see how we are able to store another object inside object, that is nested object. For that I'm simple comes here and putting a comma for another key value pair. The name of our object is like subcar, then colon, and the value is nothing but a curly bracket. In the curly bracket I'm writing again key and value pair wise data of this particular sub object, that is subcar. Okay, I just want to put it here so you are able to see. So this is our sub object. The name of our sub object is subcar and this is the value that is enclosed in the curly bracket. Now in this particular object I want to store some key value pair wise data. For example, color of subcar, that is blue, length is equal to 45, for example. Okay, so in this way we are able to store another object inside the object with the help of object data type. Now if I want to print the whole object, so let's see what is the output. So you are able to see we are getting our object. Okay, so last element of this particular object is another object, that is subcar, which contains key value pair wise data like color of subcar as well as length. So these are the key value pair wise data that are stored in the sub object, that is the name of sub object is subcar. Now if I want to print only our sub object, so I'm simply writing here name of our object, then dot operator, then sub object, means name of our sub object or nested object. So you are able to see I am getting the sub object with the key value pair wise data. If I want to print a key value pair wise data of sub object, so how we are able to print? So for that I'm simple comes here and writing what name of our outer object, that is car, then name of our inner object, that is subcar, and after that we have to write what is the key value pair wise data. For example, I just want to print what is the color of subcar, means if I want to print the key value pair wise data of this particular sub object. So in this way we are able to do that. Now let's run the program. So you are able to see I'm getting the blue, means what is the color of subcar, that is blue. So this all information about object in JavaScript. What is the meaning of object? What is the syntax of creating object? What are the different key value pair wise data we are able to store inside the object? How object is capable of holding or representing any real world entity in the virtual world. So with the help of this example, you are able to see how an object can capable of holding a whole function as a key value pair, as well as a whole array, as well as a sub object inside the object, that is nested object, as well as how we are able to access an individual member of an object. So I think your all information about object is clear in this particular video. So I just want to take a goodbye from you. So thanks for watching this video. Bye bye.